How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Journey with Cryptids. Today we go to Enfield, Illinois to explore the horrifying monster that is the Enfield monster. So sit back and relax as I carve the Enfield monster. From the heart, take it away.
You're a kid, it's nighttime, and mom and dad are out. And suddenly, you hear a scratching outside your house. It stops, and you hear it at a different part of the house, and it stops again, and then it scratches on your front door. It's an absolute nightmare straight out of an Alvin Schwartz book. But that's how the tale of the Enfield monster begins, a creature that terrorized the town of Enfield. But that's not quite true. It terrorized one family, and the rest of the town was generally amused by it. A 50-year-old World War II veteran returned home with his wife on April 25th at around 9:30 p.m. They found their children terrified. Something had been scratching around the house, and it turns out it wasn't done. Soon McDaniel heard it too, at the front door. It was trying to get inside, and thinking it might be a bear, McDaniel grabbed his .22 and a flashlight and opened the door. The scratcher was about a dozen feet away, and like nothing he'd ever seen. He described it as a 4 or 5 feet tall, with an almost humanoid body covered by a grayish fur. It had stubby arms and pink eyes the size of flashlight lenses, and 3 legs. It would come to be called the Enfield monster. The creature hissed and took off in fast, giant leaps on those 3 legs across the McDaniel's lawn on the train tracks beyond and into the darkness. McDaniel squeezed off 4 shots. "When I fired that first shot, I know I hit it," he later told the Associated Press. Kangaroos are also gray and bouncy with small arms, and the 3rd leg its tail. But not so fast. That's exactly what everybody else thought too. But McDaniel claimed that he knew very well what a kangaroo looked like. He kept one as a pet during his army days while stationed in Australia. McDaniel called the police, but by the time they arrived, the only evidence of the bizarre visitor was a scratched up screen window, some hair in the bushes, and paw prints that would later be described as either 5 or 6-toed. A pet store owner named Ed Phillips came out and verified the tracks. It couldn't be a hoax, he told the United Press International, noting how some tracks were hidden in dense bushes. As newspapers got a hold of the story, the world seemed to descend onto the tiny town of Enfield. And after a while, the curiosity began. And among the curiosity seekers and the monster hunters that the sightings attracted was a young anthropologist student from the University of Illinois, who recorded a strange screech he had heard in the forest. His name was Loren Coleman, future founder of the International Cryptozoology Museum in Portland, Maine. Others got closer encounters, and on May 6, a radio director named Rick Rainbow came down and went looking for the Enfield monster with some friends, and they claimed to have found it in an abandoned nearby shed of McDaniel's property. And with the ending of our tale, everybody, I will thank you once again for coming on this journey with us. Let us know what you think down in the comments and what you'd like to see next, and share your thoughts of your favorite cryptid.